guys, my name is Jacob Kleinhens. In today's reflection video, we're going to be covering the first reading from the prophet Jeremiah. And there's a part in here where it says, "All those who were my friends are on the watch for any misstep of mine. Perhaps he will be trapped, then we can prevail and take our vengeance on him. But the Lord is with me, like a mighty champion. My persecutors will stumble, they will not triumph." And really what stands out to me in that is the persecutions, the persecutions that we might face in our daily life. Right now, you watching this video, the enemy, the devil, he does not want you putting in time to watch this video right now. The enemy does not want you to invest in your faith whatsoever. And really we kind of see that with our Lord, with Jesus, especially as we enter into this 1 week from today is Good Friday. And like Jesus, he had persecutors just like you and I do, and he grew up in his town, and when he just started his preaching, the whole entire town was like, "No, like, we don't want to hear you. You're the carpenter's son. We know who you are. We watched you grow up. Don't come to me and say what to do or how to live my life." And what did Jesus do? He dusted his feet off from that town, from the persecutions there, and he left, and he continued his mission. He continued his goal. And really just where we're at today, and wherever you might be at with your faith journey, whether you're just getting started, whether you've been in it for a while, you might have friends from the past, you might have friends in the gospel, maybe friends that aren't actually really even friends at all, or people just in general. Persecutions are going to come. People are going to try to stop you from becoming who you were made to be. They're going to try to stop you, keep you in your box, keep you like how they like you. And that's not who you're called to be. You're made for more. You're called for mission. You're called to be a saint. You're called to live differently. And really, with like today, we'll look about all these persecutions. We look about just everything that happened to Jesus and everything that might have happened to you and is happening to you, and the devil just trying to continue to not let you reach your maximum capacity there. And we all have a common persecutor, and it's the evil one. It's the devil. And like, you already beat him. You already won a victory over him today by watching this video. Any time that you take away from just your everyday life and you invest that in the Lord, you invest that in prayer, you invest that in reading the Bible, reading a spiritual reading, like, you're beating the enemy. And to continue stacking up those victories is huge, and I commend you for that, for doing this right now. And as we look in my men's group this past week, we talked about struggle, and we talked about how the world is going to present counterfeits, and especially right now with where we're at in our life, we're going to continue having those struggles. And without struggle, life is kind of meaningless, because struggle, like, it allows us to win. It allows us to have victories. We beat this one struggle, and then the enemy presents another struggle, and we beat that. And the Lord allows that because it helps us get better. It helps us improve. It helps us to reach our goal. And there's a story of like Urban Meyer, longtime coach at Ohio State, and his son Nate. This was a long time ago, but when Nate was in 7th grade, he was playing football in a game, and Urban was on the sideline, and Nate comes up to make this tackle. He's playing safety. He comes up to make this tackle, and Nate just gets absolutely demolished. Like, he makes a tackle, but like, he just falls back on his back and just really gets blown over. And he gets up off the ground. He looks over the sideline to his dad, Urban, and Urban just has that look. He's like, "Get up," He's like, "Get up, keep moving forward. Yeah, you got knocked down. Yeah, you got defeated in this one play, but hey, we're playing the long-term game here. Yeah, there was a struggle there, and Nate got up, lifted up his head, and he sees his hands come down, and his teammates lift him up off the ground, and they keep playing the game, And wherever you're at right now, like, I'm sure you've gotten knocked down in life before. In some way, shape, or form, you've got knocked down. You've had persecutions come, and if you haven't yet, like, you're going to have more come probably in the future. And when those do come, it's huge to look around and see like who are my brothers and sisters, who are my real friends that are putting their hands down and helping me up off the ground after I've got knocked down, after I've had persecutions come, because you can't do this by yourself. And your real and true friends are going to be there to help you back up right after you get knocked down like that, when persecutions come. But hey, we know who wins. We know who wins this long-term game, and it's the Lord. It's our God. And we can have that reassurance, we can have that peace in knowing that he was the one that came. You know, he was the one that suffered, died, and ultimately rose on Easter Sunday. So really, as we go about this, you know, I've experienced this, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too, but we're gonna do this together. You know, we're in this together, fighting with each other, arm in arm, and hey, we're on this journey together, and hope you have a great Friday.